My name is Patty, and this is my trusty sidekick, also my other half, Lewis.
Thank you.
Today I'm doing a mimosa cupcake along with the mimosa cocktail. The concept behind my cupcakes is Kupcakez N Kocktailz, which I turn cocktails into cupcakes. So whatever your favorite cocktail is, or whatever cocktail you can dream up, I can basically turn into a cupcake. Okay, the first thing I have right here is my batter. I basically pre-made it, so I have flour, sugar, orange zest, and orange juice. If you don't want to make them alcoholic, you have the option of putting in ginger ale instead. That's basically my recipe that I use. You can do what you want or how you choose it, but that's my recipe. So I'm gonna take the batter. I'm using basically an ice cream scoop because it's good for measuring. So you ain't gotta try to eyeball, or your cupcakes won't be basically mishmash sizes, so to speak. So we put these in the oven, 350, for about like 8 minutes or so. You can really eyeball it once you start to smell them. What I do is I usually take them out once I start to smell them and see them browning a little bit. Before I basically do my buttercream for the cupcakes, I'm gonna make my version of a simple syrup for the cupcake, because you still want the flavor of the mimosa in the cupcake. You don't want to lose it. You're more than welcome to just use simple syrup that's basically equal parts water and sugar. Cook until it's at boiling point and dissolve. Let it cool and put it in a bottle. I got little ramekins here. And you might end up having to refill the bowl, which it doesn't matter. The Grand Marnier. Gotcha. Thank you. So this right here is orange and cognac liqueur. It's basically Grand Marnier. If your pockets can afford Grand Marnier, get it. My pockets can't afford Grand Marnier like that, but this is the next best thing.
She tried though. She tried.
So you can use this and the champagne for the frosting. I'm doing it on my frosting and cupcakes. So that's basically cool. Oh, champagne, please. So this champagne right here was an inexpensive champagne, about $5 or $6. You can get this. You don't need anything expensive. It is not that serious to try to go high end for cupcakes, because a lot of times you're cooking the alcohol out of it when you put it directly in the batter. Now, I got this one from a local wine store, so you can find it anywhere. You can even find it at a local gas station. I already have basically my small glass ramekins of champagne, my orange and cognac liqueur, and orange juice. When the cupcakes come out, I'm going to brush the cupcakes with that. So while I'm waiting on those to come out and I'm going to brush those, I guess we can go ahead and start on my buttercream. So you do a half a cup of butter, or 1 stick. Can you get that for me, sir? Yeah. Now, you have the option of leaving out cream cheese or putting it in. I put like a half thing of cream cheese in it. It still makes it good. It almost makes it taste like an orange tickle too. Give me a knife. So one of the things that basically for real got me in the cupcakes is, when I was little, I used to watch Emeril Lagasse when he first came on Food Network, and I used to pretend I had my own cooking show then on my granny tape recorder. It was an alarm clock, but I used it as a tape recorder. And I grew up basically cooking. I was in cooking household. My father was a chef, and I wanted to be one. Once I got to culinary school, is where I met this lovely man here. I always knew the cooking side, but I always loved baking. So I basically got more serious with baking, so to speak, than the cooking side, even though I can cook.
She tried though. She tried.
So 4 ounces of cream cheese. Put that for me, please. And you're going to cream this basically together, first and foremost. And you can do it on low, just to get it going. Spatula, please. Thank you. So by having your butter and cream cheese at room temperature, it makes it easier to whip it all together, and then you'll have a better buttercream. So before I add basically my dry ingredient, which is the powdered sugar, I'm gonna add a little orange juice, which it was for my frosting, but I can still put back. And I'm putting some of my orange and cognac liqueur in it. And champagne. If it seems like you think your frosting is going to be runny, it's not. That's the point of having a pot of sugar for it and extra on hand. Now I'm going to start beating this together. Can you open that pot of sugar for me? So right now it's like, it's kind of runny, but not all the way. It's still thick. After I start incorporating the powdered sugar, I'm going to end up adding my orange zest in there, and I'll show you that part.
And while she incorporate the sugar, I'm going to incorporate this shot I made over here. Got a mimosa shot. Ain't nothing wrong with it, right?
No, it's not. But you want to tell them about your baking thing? And funny story on basically really how we met in culinary school. In our second phase, we had a raffle for Nelly tickets, and we both said at the same time, I don't know why I'm going to put my name in here. I'm not going to win it. And it would just be our luck that both our names were called. Mine first and his second. So I guess you can just imagine it just went from there. 10 years later. So I'm going to slowly keep adding in powdered sugar as I go. Little by little. Because I don't want to get splashed with powdered sugar. I'm slowly adding the powdered sugar, incorporating the powdered sugar. Come on. And if you can see, can see how it's smoothing up even though I've been adding the powdered sugar.
Good.
It's still smooth. We still got a little ways to go. Not much, but because I want it thicker than that.
Good.
It's like I said, once you start smelling them, then bring them out. We can look at them. I can pretty much tell. I don't even have to touch them now or when they're done. I have to keep checking the cupcakes because my oven old school and it does cook fast.
That's what she said, yeah.
So I'm almost done basically incorporating the powdered sugar.
You gonna use the whole bag?
Yeah, so this is a 2-pound bag.
So if y'all plan on making it, make sure you got enough powdered sugar, y'all. Yeah.
And if you feel like your buttercream is too thick, you can always add, but you can't never take away. So just be careful on what you're pouring in there. Add a little bit more, and that'll be the rest of that. So right now, before it all get incorporated, basically I'm gonna scrape the sides of the bowl. And probably, I'm gonna see first. After I add the orange zest now. I was using this. This is a zester. It makes the rind come out basically long. You can use that, or you can use like a cheese grater. As long as it's fine. So I'm adding orange zest to the frosting. Now you see where this part don't go past there, because if you do, it gets bitter. You don't want that in your cupcake because you can't get that out. Basically, everything you did would be a waste of time at this point. How am I doing it wrong myself? And just be careful not to go all the way past that, because then it get better. So I usually do about a teaspoon. All right. That's the orange zest. And that's the consistency of your buttercream that you want. Like I said, if you want it more runny or softer, which I don't recommend, you can always add more liquid to it. If you not finna like use it for real, like immediately saying you gotta make a run and you have that, don't leave it sitting out. Put it in the refrigerator, because that'll be, taste it and tell me if it's orangey enough.
You know, I love to do that. Let me get all that. For sure.
That's good to go. I'm gonna come back to that real quick. So I got some cupcakes I did previously, same batch, same recipe. So what I'm gonna do is transfer these out of here to this cooling pan, to this cooling tray. That way they can cool faster. Plus I can brush them with the cognac. Like I said, if you were using simple syrup, you can do the same.